Assalamualaikum students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. Today I'm gonna teach you subject science, unit number 7, solutions and suspensions from page number 72 to 70. Our first topic is solubility and effect of temperature on solubility. To understand this, first of all we will discuss what is solubility. Solubility is the amount of solute in grams dissolved in 100 grams of solvent at a given temperature is called its solubility at that temperature. For example, if we want to make a saturated solution of copper sulfate, we will dissolve 24 grams of copper sulfate in 100 grams of water. Then we can make the saturated solution of copper sulfate. But if we want to make the saturated solution of sodium chloride or table salt, we will dissolve 36 grams of table salt or sodium chloride in 100 grams of water at room temperature. The difference which we observe is due to the different solubilities of these salts. Now we will discuss how the solubility of a solute increases with increase in temperature. We will take a beaker with 100 grams of water and we will add some salt in that beaker and we will make a saturated solution. Take 100 grams of water in a beaker, add some sodium chloride at room temperature. Start heating the solution on a sprit lamp. Now add some more salt in the solution and stir it. You will see that more amount of salt is dissolved in this hot solution. So from this experiment we can conclude that the solubility of a solute increases with increase in temperature. We have learned that 24 grams of copper sulfate dissolved in 100 grams of water at room temperature, which is 25 degrees centigrade. But if we increase the temperature up to 60 degrees centigrade, then we can add more copper sulfate in that solution and we can increase the amount of copper sulfate up to 60 gram. So 60 gram of copper sulfate can dissolve in such to make a saturated solution. So we can say that solubility of copper sulfate is 24 grams at 25 degrees centigrade and 60 grams at 60 degrees centigrade. Now here are some uses of solutions. We use many kinds of solution in our daily life. For example, first one is carbonated water is a solution of carbon dioxide gas and other substances dissolved in water. It means carbonated water is a mixture of carbon dioxide and other substances dissolved in water. When we shake a can of carbonated water, the gas separates quickly from the water. In a closed can, the bubbling gas has no place to go. It builds up or creates pressure in it. When we open the can, the gas escapes. It means carbon dioxide gas was dissolved or diffused in water with many other substances. The second use is we use lemonade and tea in our homes. These are solutions too. The air is a solution of different gases. We breathe in this solution. The steel used for buildings, which we use to make our buildings and cars, is a solution. A solution of two or more metals is called alloy. So alloy is that type of solution which is made up of metals, two or more metals. During the process of making steel, carbon and iron are melted into liquid form. So if we want to make steel, we will dissolve carbon and iron. First of all, we will melt carbon and iron into liquid form. Then we mix them and make a solution. then the carbon is dissolved in the iron or diffused in the iron, so we can make a solution or alloy. Similarly, in the ocean, salt and other minerals are dissolved in water, so that's why we can say that ocean water is a solution. Now our next topic is suspension and their uses. First of all, we will discuss definition. What is suspension? Suspension is a mixture in which the solute particles are too large to move freely with solvent particles, and the particles settle down after some time is called a suspension. We can discuss an example. When powdered chalk and water are mixed, a suspension is produced. The chalk spreads evenly through the water. On shaking, when you stop shaking, the chalk settles down. This suspension has milky appearance because the chalk particles are visible. Suspensions can be separated by passing it through a filter. Now, here are some uses of suspensions. Here are some examples of suspensions. First one is mixing soil in water forms a suspension. Here in this picture you can see the mixed soil with water, which is called a suspension. There are some examples from our routine life, such as lassi is a form of suspension. Fruit squashes are examples of suspension. Stirring up the bottom of a river or a lake produces a suspension. For example, if we stir the bottom of a river or lake, that can produce a suspension. Similarly, blood, which is part of our body, is also a suspension. Blood consists of many blood cells, which are red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. These all cells are suspended in a solution called plasma. This is also a suspension. So we can take examples of suspension from our daily life, even from within our body. Next use is the suspension which contain a large amount of insoluble salt solute is called slurry. Here this is the example of slurry, which is also a suspension. The runny paste of cement mixed with water is an example of slurry. Now here are some properties of solutions and suspensions. These are the properties of solutions and these are the properties of suspensions. First property of solutions and suspensions is particles of solute do not settle out. This is the property of solution. In a solution, particles of solute do not settle out. But in case of suspension, particles of solute settle down on standing. If we stand up a suspension, we keep that suspension for some time, then the solute present in this suspension will settle down on standing. Second property is in case of solutions, particles pass through ordinary filter paper, but in case of suspensions, particles are larger. They can be separated, are smaller in case of solutions but larger in case of suspension. So these particles can be separated by ordinary filter paper. Next property is light rays do not scatter on passing through the solutions. But in case of suspensions, light rays scatter on passing through the suspensions. That was all our today's lesson. Fi amanillah, Allah Hafiz.